What's up? How are you guys this weekend? We're going to do a few day of eating reviews. I guess starting with my new Chinese girlfriend. And let this be a reminder to you guys to support all my businesses, because at the rate we're going, by the time I open an organic restaurant in Chinatown, I'm going to be 80 years old and all those cute Chinese girls aren't going to like me anymore. So come on, guys. frank-stefano.com. Help a guy out. Help a guy out. Let some dreams come true, huh? Asian edition. So Japanese egg roll, miso, tofu soup. Very healthy breakfast, especially compared to what the typical standard American dieter eats. You know, the Japanese cuisine, there is some soy concern with a lot of the tofu they eat. So it's not the best. It's not the worst. You know, you could argue that it's less inflammatory than some foods that most people eat, especially here in America. Eggs, you know, are they high quality, corn and soy free, pasture raised? At least you're getting some animal protein for breakfast, and everything is pretty much, for the most part, made from whole, natural ingredients. So, could be better, could be worse. See, bro, imagine you wake up to a Japanese girl and she's dressed like that at 8 in the morning. Like, come on. Soy milk salmon pot. Soy milk salmon pot. That sounds like an insult for a soy boy. You know, the contrast in the Japanese cuisine where they have like a lot of fish, which is super healthy, high in B vitamins, but then, you know, you're dousing everything in soy and tofu. Usually the traditionally prepared soy-based products aren't consumed in that large of amounts, but this type of stuff that she's having, I mean, not the best idea. Soy milk salmon pot. Hey, at least she's getting her omega-3. If this is farm-raised salmon is really, really toxic. We've done videos on how toxic fish can be, but again, as I said earlier, compared to what standard American dieters are eating, could be worse. Sesame vinegar ribs, choy sum, pan-fried tofu. Well, so the tofu every meal is overkill. The amount of estrogens she's having, I mean, that can't be good. Can't be good for anyone. It is nice that she is having a lot of animal protein in every meal, so I definitely approve of that. Only thing this diet really seems to be missing is a good starch carbohydrate source. And actually might be the first diet we've seen from a normal person that is, if anything, too high in animal protein, you know? I see some starch there, but who knows if she actually ate it. Overall, very good. You know, she looks healthy, high quality foods in her diet, all whole foods. Looks good. I'm very impressed. Maybe we'll have to open a Japanese restaurant instead of a Chinese restaurant. Next up, we have this girl, and you guys have seen her in a few of these videos I've done because she posts a lot of day of eatings. And to me, she's just really obnoxious because she says she eats whatever the flip she wants, yet she's clearly vegetarian, restricting her animal protein intake.
What I eat in a day is a girl who eats whatever the fettunta she wants. Got a pasticceria invite so early in the morning I didn't even have time to dry my hair before going out to eat this white chocolate raspberry and pistachio pastry thing.
You know, if you're going to have something like that for breakfast, at least you're enjoying it. At least it's calorically dense. You know, it's a lot better than most of these breakfasts we're seeing. You know, if you're going to have like an acai bowl or a shake or some vegan nonsense, at least pastry desserts like that, they tend to have a lot of butter, a lot of animal fat, and sugar and caloric energy. What is this, some type of spread?
With a cappuccino. At lunchtime, I had a little bit of this aubergine and olive caponata with a whole ball of mozzarella.
I mean, to me, this is a healthy, good snack. You know, you have dairy fat, mozzarella cheese, some crackers, and some eggplant. Very, very healthy meal. I'm a fan of this.
Some crackers. It's just how I was feeling. Had a couple of cookies that I made the day before with...
You know, obviously not everything is super high quality and homemade, but, you know, at least there is some animal products in here and she's getting some caloric energy.
With a cup of coffee. And for dinner, I cooked some of these very fancy big wide pasta shapes with some leftover kind of vegetable stew thing that I turned into a pasta sauce and drizzled with some...
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but here in New York, I don't know what they're spraying. Like, my allergies have been so bad with the pollen. I mean, this is just regular pasta with marinara sauce.
olive oil before sitting down to chomp the whole thing down incredibly happily.
Not something I would eat, especially now with my liver issues and that type of stuff. But if you're going to have pasta 1 or 2 nights a week, it's not that bad for you.
And thanks to some afternoon baking and a little bit of recipe testing, I had one of these delightful dark chocolate marbled lemon bars for dessert too. That's all for.
I mean, we don't know exactly what was in the pastry she had for breakfast and this she had for dessert. So, if those are animal fat based with a lot of butter, maybe they're not that bad. But, as we said several times with this girl's diet, she's not eating any animal protein for some reason. No beef, chicken, pork, fish, no B vitamins, no omegas. High quality cholesterol and saturated fat is missing from her diet. You can have dairy here and there, but it's much more important to have the actual red meat in the diet. Definitely a lack of protein. This diet is very heavy on the fat and the carbs, but compared to like vegan diets and actually what I guess most people are eating, it's actually fairly healthy. Then we got this intermittent fasting guy.
Here's everything I eat doing 1 meal a day at Hop Dottie.
On Wednesday, Carrie was off from work, so we met at the town center for lunch. We went to a new place called Hop Dottie's, which is named that way because Dottie is a nickname for a Black Angus cattle, and hops is used to make beer. On our way in, we saw this sign for loaded Brussels sprouts that looked really good, so we ordered that. They were Parmesan truffle flavored and came with this sauce that was really good.
It looks like they served it in the steel bowl that it was made in. And I think we've reviewed this guy once or twice before too. For me, going to a restaurant, doing intermittent fasting stuff and having one huge meal a day, I mean, there's so many things wrong with that.
I thought it was pretty neat that they had an entire list of loaded fries that you could order in different flavors, and for an upcharge, they would just bring them out on crispy fried Brussels. I thought that was a good substitution if you wanted something other than French fries. For my burger, I got the El Diablo, which had pepper jack cheese, roasted habaneros and serranos, caramelized onions, salsa roja, lettuce, tomatoes, and chipotle aioli sauce. It was amazing. I loved all of the different flavors and textures. It was an amazing burger. I wasn't planning on doing one meal on this day, but Carrie only ended up eating half of her burger, so I had the other half, and after that, I was full for sure and definitely hit my calorie target for the day.
Look, Brussels sprouts with Parmesan and stuff, probably not that bad, We didn't really touch on the organic versus non-organic stuff, but if you're not eating only organic, they just spray so much stuff on the produce now, agrochemicals, herbicides, pesticides, fungicides, that you should really be going organic. Maybe it can be an exception to have like a restaurant meal once or twice a week, but you're going to feel noticeably different after doing that if you have been organic. He didn't have French fries, and fried foods are really one of the biggest problems at restaurants because they use vegetable seed oils, which, as we've spoken about on this channel, are probably one of the most toxic things you can eat in general. And then the restaurants have hidden things that have vegetable seed oils in them. So, was there vegetable seed oil in the Brussels sprout dressing? Was there vegetable seed oil used to cook the burger? How much is actually in there? We did the best burger reviews on the other channel, and I've eaten basically every burger in New York that's decent. So I never really felt too good after going out, but a burger isn't the worst thing you can have. But to go out and have something like this, especially at a restaurant because of the vegetable seed oil concern every day, that compared to making it at home with high quality organic ingredients is the difference between having something that's truly healthy versus something that might not be that good for you. All right, so then we have some fitness kid doing fat loss.
Check out this full day of eating 1,800 calories and 187 grams of protein straight from my nutrition hub. The link is in my bio, and if you use the code nutrition20 at the checkout, you get 20% off. So we're going to start with some delicious French toast for just over 400 calories and
This is like some macronutrient hero stuff where they don't care about the quality of the ingredients. They use a lot of artificial sweeteners. They use like low sugar stuff and just add like whey protein to everything. I don't like it. It's not the way to diet.
40 grams of protein, you cannot go wrong. Then as a snack, we're going to go with my messy eggs. These only have 260
Yeah, this is
calories.
Broscience
So filling,
Bodybuilder
and
stuff.
They have 42 grams of protein as well, which is great.
And they have this thing in common where they're always eating a lot of vegetables, putting a lot of sauce on everything, trying to keep the calorie content low.
Then for lunch, we're going to go with my crispy sausage, chicken, and potato mix. Big portion, tasty, full of protein.
Like you're eating something like that, it'd be healthier to have one small plain potato and a small steak but they want all this food volume. They're probably dehydrating themselves too. They're restricting water. It's just overall such an unhealthy thing to do to your body, bodybuilding.
Absolute quality dish. For dinner, we're going to go with a Five Guys inspired takeaway because why not? Big juicy burger for 464 calories, which is way less than the Five Guys alternative. And to finish off, we're going to have 3 Cocoa Pops protein buns.
It's so ridiculous what they do.
Handy little things, really tasty. Each one contains 5 grams of protein as well, which is pretty good. Remember the link to the...
It's like they want it to taste like dessert or sugar or fast food every meal when they're losing weight. It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable because these types of foods put a huge demand on your body's nutrient stores. And when you become deficient in minerals and B vitamins, that's why you're craving so much food. So if you just increase the food quality and go high quality organic, have plenty of animal protein for a few months, you're not going to have the desire to do stuff like this, to eat this type of food. But that wouldn't be profitable for all these corporations selling this crappy food and supplements. Then we got a guy do a marathon training.
Today for marathon training. I'm going to show you how I fit in the miles during a busy day. Woke up and slugged a
I mean, like, great start, McDonald's, bro. Great start.
hash brown and a McGriddle, one of the best inventions ever. I'm visiting Yosemite, and what better place to get a speed workout in? I did a fartlek, which sounds
Yeah, I mean, if you're young and you're taking performance-enhancing drugs and you're a perfectly healthy guy, yeah, you could get away with eating McDonald's and going for a run.
but it's just a workout that incorporates slower and faster paced running. 7 miles later, it was time to slam a large pepperoni pizza. Then
This is a
Sophie and
joke?
I went on a little hike to go get blasted by this waterfall. Then it was time to go see the big rock that Alex Honnold shimmied up. I was gonna free solo it, but I ran out of time. But all in all, it was a great trip to Yosemite. Then it was time for a late night road trip back. Of course, had to get some snacks. Grabbed the epitome of health, a chocolate milk, Cheez-Its, and an ice cream sandwich.
Okay, is this not, like, inarguably the worst diet we've ever seen on this channel? Because normally people just try to eat healthy, but this guy literally had McDonald's for breakfast, fast food pizza for lunch, some gas station Cheez-Its, and then an ice cream sandwich for... Like, I can't think of a worse combination of vegetable seed oils, low-quality crap. And I mean, he didn't really eat that much protein for training. I don't know. I don't know. He's a college runner. Yeah, tell the kid to eat some steak and rice. So I guess that's really it, guys. There weren't too many new day of eating videos this week, and I tried to choose the most interesting ones. But if you guys have any videos you would like me to review, definitely let me know down in the comments below or send me an email. But as always, thank you guys for joining me. If you could please drop a like on the video, leave me a comment down below. Make sure to subscribe and check that notification bell. And I will see you guys soon. frank-stefano.com if you'd like to support me through my businesses to help me start my Chinese Asian fusion restaurant. We'll have one girl of every Asian ethnicity working there, bro. We'll go down the whole list. Korean, Filipino, Vietnamese, Cambodian, did I say Vietnamese, Chinese, Japanese, everything. We're going to have the United Nations of Asian people at Frankie's Asian Restaurant. See you guys soon.